more questions in here, or did you want to see the
Is that
breakout?
a hardline
Yes, I
number?
do want to see one last question.
Cell phone number. Okay, very good.
Is there any green room available where the commissioner can sit down and gather his thoughts? And
I
talk
don't
to
know if the
people?
green room is going to be the room that will happen in, because on that day there have to be
And
two
we're getting how many
performances
bars
of
right
a small
On AT&T, I'm getting one.
AT&T.
So
But that's not, they're not
And
going
on
to be.
Verizon,
yes, they're doing it.
I'm not sure. It was 2 or 3.
So are they going to be here at 10?
So
They'll be here.
I'm just trying to build a case.
Well, this is telling me a readout of what it's actually streaming at. So it's running. It's just streaming out at just under 5 megabits per second.
Where would that be?
That's both. Well, it's doable, but we're relying on Verizon and AT&T to do that. I'm
So
guessing
that
that
one
the
would be
AT&T one is not real strong, so that means it's putting heavier load on
Is there anything
Verizon.
around here?
And what it does is saturates the cell phone tower. And if there's a lot of activity.
Some other across the street, up
Smaller
on
rooms
the
that are
hill,
more.
Okay.
the one that burnt up.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's probably going a fair distance to get it. So that is, not a.
You're gonna drop
I wouldn't
the-
consider it.
the drape.
It's adequate at the moment, but for an event like this, especially a pretty high-profile event, we would really like to have a dependable connection.
Now, is this able to authenticate to a wireless network or no?
Are you using enterprise grade?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So should we,
So the other ones.
You would have to, so like the radius type, it won't do that.
Yes,
It,
we want to, so we're going to.
It uses
We have some of these real estate kind of
PEAP?
signs that go into the
PEAP.
grass.
We can try it, but I don't think so. I don't think it'll.
Okay, so
I don't think I have an interface to do that.
is there like a keyboard or something?
No,
that-
other than on that little switch. That's why I said it's very tedious.
Okay, so what I can do is I'm going to build a case. I'm going to send you an email because I have your card,
Okay.
and I'm going to CC my boss, who's Grant Jones, and I'm going to say they're asking for an Ethernet connection directly to their live view system.
Yeah.
We-
Wi-Fi would be good too because I've got to connect. These are what I'm using to connect the switchboard, turning on the streams online.
Okay,
so it's really both.
So for this, for anything like this, I can get you connected right now.
Oh, okay.
So if you go right here to student, and okay, so now it's gonna pop up a splash page. The login is VC student.
Oh, all right.
And then all you're doing is you're gonna just type
Well, I
in.
could do that with this.
You can try.
You don't think it's going through some kind of a filtering?
It's definitely getting filtered.
All right. Well, it's worth a try.
Yeah, you can
VC.
try. But this right here is a splash page, and that's what usually is what trips these types of systems, because that little page right there is a splash radius page.
Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
So now you just press done up here, and now that you're logged in, you can go to Safari.
Nice.
So you have full blown access to the internet. It's free. We don't.
Okay. That should be fine for this. Yeah, that sped up
for
things
this
considerably.
unit, that will be fine. For this,
Well, let's give that a try and see if I can get it.
try,
Did you already try it?
no. I tried staff and.
It's not even seeing it. Okay, so yeah, Ethernet then would be probably. I don't think
Ethernet
that will
will
work.
be the best.
It's always the most dependable anyway. But usually is. Oh, there we go. Student does see it.
verifying.
You may get hung up on that splash page.
Yeah, like disconnected.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Ethernet's it.
So Ethernet is our only option, and I'm gonna take a picture of this just so I can show what my boss is.
Sure.
Okay. And so you guys are here at 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. Saturday.
It won't take me that long to set up, but with audio and all the other issues that you got to go through, it's amazing how fast time goes by especially when you have a problem. If you have a problem, then time really goes by too fast.
Okay. This is so. I work for the Pantages, so I work for. I do all the lighting for them.
Oh,
so
okay.
I know about live productions and streaming, and I've seen these type of rigs more than once.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
This is our second go around. The first time I did this, I went with Teradek.
Yes.
And they're fine. They're okay. We used a service called Core, which is their bonding service.
Yep.
And the problem, and I used 2 iPhones and 2 iPads to bond the connection. The problem is these want to fall asleep every few minutes, and once they fall asleep, they disconnect. So I'm a solo operator, so I'm running the camera and listening to audio and kind of watching what's going on, and I'm doing all this, and it ended up and I'd say probably about 80% of the time it would disconnect on me. The server would just fail about 2 minutes before we're supposed to go live, which is the worst time possible, right? Well, anyway, it's not the worst time. I guess in the middle of the stream would be worse. But anyway, it was so complicated and so undependable that we ended up getting rid of it. News crews, we do a lot of press conferences, and news crews come out. They all have these now. Every one of them has one of these. The bigger brother. In fact, there was a guy yesterday, a few days ago at the Capitol that had this one here from the news. So it's the quality of it is phenomenal. Look, you're looking at it. I mean, I'm sending out a stream right now live out to 2 places. Just want to look at my notes here. There's power here. Yeah, power here. Access, parking. Good. All right. I got all my questions answered. So I'm sending it out to YouTube right now, as well as a couple of Facebook accounts that we set up for testing.
Okay.
And sending it out simulcasting it to all of those. On Saturday of the event, we'll actually include a Periscope account as too.
Is this a 10-100 or is this 10? Does it do a gig?
I think it does a gig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Because we have both.
Probably a gig.
I'm gonna put gig.
Since it's designed for streaming, I wouldn't think that anything less than a gig would be included on something like that.
Okay. I will ask.
But you're right. These and I can do SDI connections on here. I'm doing HDMI on this, but it's incredibly versatile. You basically turn it on and push the button, and you're out. You're streaming. It's really is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And the way it maintains the quality of the stream, because if Verizon went down right now, and I'm relying strictly on AT&T, it would reduce it down to where the bit rate would be too slow for it to be a quality stream, but it would continue on. But then as soon as I add an Ethernet to this, it'll probably stay right around 5, but it will be a solid 5, and it load balances all of the different connections. And it really is an amazing thing, and I can see why the news crews are using it, because it is so dependable.
Switchboard is what you use to.
That's a service we subscribe to, to send it out, because Facebook has rules that if you're streaming to Facebook, you can only stream to Facebook. You can't send it out to anybody else. If I send it to this, they can. They figured out a way to do it all at once.
Yeah, Yeah, it's weird that all these. Hang on. This is Jordan. Garbage calls.
Yeah, I get those too. All right,
So your Ethernet port is actually down here, around the corner,
okay.
and you'll see a white port. Oh yeah, I see it. And the one that I'm gonna try to get you is the one that already has the little jack already uncovered.
Looks quite a ways in there.
Yeah. We will probably just put the cable in and just plug it in. All that is for Dante.
This here?
Yeah. And we have this whole place is Dante Net.
Yeah.
So it talks to the AV network that's up front.
Okay.
And that doesn't have DHCP, and it just talks to the decks upstairs.
Okay.
So it doesn't even.
So we couldn't tap in.
Oh
audio.
no,
Okay.
no.
Because you mentioned running a cable down from there.
There's Ethernet up there, but the problem is that if I just tap right there, it'll just be fine.
Okay. Sure. I'll bring a cable. I could bring a cable unless you have one.
I will put down Ethernet cable.
I have about a 10-foot length that I typically carry with me, but I don't know unless I need it.
Cable. I'm gonna just put down 15 foot.
Very exciting stream, but let's see if I get any responses back. Where'd Peter go? I need a cell phone. So yeah, they will bring in camera equipment, and typically on cameras for an event like this, since I'm by myself, I'll have my main camera, which you said this would be a good place to set up. I'll just set it up right here, and then I attach another iPhone that, and I run it through a hub called a Sling Studio, and then I use an iPad for switching. None of those need internet per se. And then I use this iPad that is connected to the internet to go to switchboard and.
So you use an iPad to Sling Studio?
Right. That's basically my switcher, my video switcher, because it takes in all my camera feeds. Okay. And I can do it all from here. So this will be great.
The one-man show.
Yeah. Well, I fly a lot, so it's all got to be very, very compact and very easy to use. I think that it's still a little bit too much for one person to do, considering that most of these kinds of events, there's teams of people come in and do this. Mm-hmm. It's rare to see somebody doing it all by themselves, but that's been kind of my reality for the time being, anyway. And so it has to be very streamlined and very compact, of course, because I'm on an airplane and that, for the most part, can't be checked. I never check a camera. I check the tripod, but I won't check the cameras.
Oh.
Even my tripod got damaged.
I got so I flew with a choir group to Ireland, and I was in charge. I'm the person that sets up all the risers and does the lighting for them. Well, we get to Ireland and we got 12,000 pounds of risers. Or not 12, it was like 1,000 something. And what happened is that the reason the risers got put onto a different plane didn't come on the same plane as all the people.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always a fun adventure.
Yeah, that's the other reason why I always carry everything with me, because I don't want anything wandering off. Three C's and a D?
Oh, it's vcccd.edu.
EDU. Like that. Okay.
Are they going to come back in here, or are we?
I don't know. Hope so. I want to get Peter's cell phone. Maybe I'll try calling. My cell phone's being used as a camera. It's not, can't just turn it off.